So I'm not even going 10 miles an hour. I'm going like 7 or 8. Wow, look at all the crows over here. Jeez, I wonder what's going on. Dead animal or something? They're feasting on? I don't know. Definitely wiped out there. Let me make sure everything is in running order here. Camera back on. Alright, well, we had our first crash on the Lyric Graffiti X. But I'm not seeing any damage in here. I'm just looking around. Alright, and I'm okay. I don't know what happened there. It just hit some... hit something slick there. Some slippery part, and down it went. And welcome back to the channel. On this video, I'm going to be riding the Lyric Graffiti X, as you see it right there. Now, in the opening of this video, you saw where I had a crash on this very bike in the snow. Obviously, it's not snowing right now. That was from a video taken back in February, but I thought I would talk about this since recently some areas of the US and Canada got hit with some pretty good snowfall. And so I wanted to talk about my experiences riding in snow on an e-bike. And even though it's 75 degrees here, let's talk about a bit about it. So it was on this bike that happened in February of this year, so towards the end of the winter of 2024-25. And I had just gotten the bike. On Halloween I got the bike, but I didn't ride it right away. You know, I had to assemble, and I think if I remember back then it was raining at the time, so I waited for some decent weather. I think I ended up, the first ride actually was in the rain anyway. I couldn't wait. But then I took it out for the first ride, as you saw there, the clip, in the snow. And I was riding it, and it was a few inches of snow on the ground. You know, it was that kind of snow that was the heavier wet snow, the packing snow, and so it made it pretty slick. And I was riding not excessively fast, as you could see in that clip, about 8 miles an hour. And I went down, and it was with these very tires, knobby tires, you know, the all-terrain tires. And I wasn't, like I say, riding fast, so I didn't hurt myself or the bike, but it just shows you that even riding slow, it's tough to ride in the snow. Now, you can get studded tires for your bike and things like that, but for me, and that happened back in Oregon. I haven't been here for the winter yet in Tennessee to see if it's going to snow and to ride in the snow here, but it doesn't snow enough there, and I'm sure it doesn't snow enough here, if it does at all, to warrant going out and buying studded tires, even if you do ride your bike year-round. Is it worth it to get studded tires on the bike, to only need them not too many times? Probably not, right? It's just one of those things, if you're going to ride in the winter, that you have to navigate through snow. And ice is the toughest. Freezing rain is the worst, but snow and ice are tough to deal with. You got to go very slow. I mean, the video clip that you saw there, the speed limit was 25 on that road, and there's no way you're going to go 25. There's absolutely no way you could do that. If you did, you'd definitely be asking for trouble. But if you take it really easy, you can get around. But you have to go at slow speeds like that. Like, I think in that ride, the whole video there, I don't think I ever exceeded 12 miles an hour at any point. It was just tough to do it. And when you are riding in snow, a couple of things you should watch out for is try not to brake if you can help it at all. I didn't really have to brake much there because I just ride easy on the throttle, and I'm easy on my brakes on all my bikes. I don't use my brakes hard. I'm gentle with my brakes. I'm very conservative, and wait for this car coming, even though I'm going to be in the bike lane, but there is a couple of cars in the bike lane here. But yeah, if you take it easy, if you're going to brake, do it easy. Don't slam your brakes on, and use both front and back at the same time. I always do that anyway. It's a good habit to use both brakes, front and rear. That's what I do. And don't ride fast, especially if the road's snow covered. I actually find it easier to ride in fresh snow that hasn't had tracks of cars riding on or anything, because it's not packed down. Like when cars create tracks and you're going to ride within those, that's more icy because it's been packed down, you know. I mean, some people just won't go out anyway in the winter and ride. But if you are, I mean, it's doable. You got to get yourself, warm clothes and all to wear, gloves, the whole bit. Protect your eyes always. Whenever you're riding a bike, be it an e-bike or any bike, always protect your eyes. That's important because it's inevitable something's going to go into your eyes. Don't leave home without eye protection, ever. And if you got to go somewhere at a certain time, leave yourself lots of time if you're going to rely on your bike to get you there, in case you can't ride very fast. Your battery is going to drain a lot quicker is another thing you should know. Cold weather will drain your battery a lot faster, let me tell you. I don't know the exact difference. I haven't really charted that, but it's a big difference. The cold weather and the battery are not a great mix. Yeah, some people will tolerate winter riding and others will say, no thank you. I've seen many people comment that they won't go in any, outside has to be above 50 degrees or more before they'll go out at all. Well, obviously at 50 degrees, it's not going to snow. So you're not going to ride in snow. I would definitely not recommend riding in ice, as I say, at all. That's a real dangerous one. And also in a thunderstorm, I would not do that. But otherwise, yeah, it's doable. It's definitely doable. But I wanted to point out that video because, like I say, they had snow in parts of the U.S. here, like Illinois and Indiana, and then Canada, Ontario, Quebec. We're getting it, Southern Ontario. And so yeah, I always think about the bikes. Anybody trying to ride in the snow? Have you ever ridden in the snow? That's a good question to ask you. To leave a comment in the comments below. Have you ridden in snow? Do you have chains for your tires? Do you have studded tires? Do you just go with it, with what you got? And how is your bike performing in the snow? Have you had good success? Have you wiped out before? That was my only time wiping out in the snow. And I have had one other accident where I was leaving my driveway with my Rad Rover 4 and there was black ice coming out the driveway as I turned onto the road. And the bike went skidding across the road with me thrown off of it. And again, I wasn't going very fast. It was very slow just out of the driveway, but it was a bit of a little slope on the driveway. So down I went to get, you know, a little speed going from the little slope driveway and then turning onto the road onto a left turn. And this was like, you know, 5:15 in the morning, dark outside. It was one of those days that black ice had formed and you just can't see it. It doesn't even look like, you know, anything. And then all of a sudden you hit it and that was it. And so, yeah. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know whether you've ridden in snow before and how did your bike and you perform. Did things go okay? Did you ever have an accident? Let me know if you had a wipeout or two. So that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to leave a comment on this or any other videos that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.